quite often when we shoot for a knee bar, guys will look to pummel in and block the head because they don't want us to roll up over the leg. So I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes when I shoot for this, change the angle. Sometimes when I shoot for this leg, I might be loose. So say we're swinging for the knee bar, and guys will come in and they'll either block the hip because they don't want us to come up and over. Some guys will even block the head here because it's hard to come over. But they're actually giving us a reverse triangle. So usually when I'm swimming for this and I can't get my hips over, my right hand will reach back and cut their hip. Sorry, we'll cut the back of their elbow here because you don't want them to pull this arm out. Or shoot this leg deep. So I'll straighten it and cut the back of their head here. Again, I'm not cutting down here. I'm flaring that leg as deep as possible. What we're gonna do is now the leg that was hooking the hip, we're gonna shoot that deep. And I shoot it deep and I block the back of their shoulder. Because again, the last thing I want to do is let them pull this arm out. If I start shooting, they pull this arm out, I'm just giving them a really perfect pass here. Shoot the angle again, so you guys can see what I mean there. So the starting position for this knee bar is I'm just hooking the hip. I start to come up and over, and they block my hip from circling over. So I reach back and I grab the back of the elbow here, because again, I don't want to have the ability to pull that arm out. My top leg shoots deep, and it shoots and cups the back of their neck here. This is going to break posture. This angle, my foot flaring towards the head, breaks posture. Here, they can posture up. Yeah, you see that? But if we come to the back of the head, it's harder for them to posture. So now with the leg that's hooking the hip, I shoot that through, and I shoot my knee deep. So you can see my knees in the back of their shoulder now. That's already starting to choke, but we want to cross the feet. So we bring our right foot under our left knee. And again, to finish, I keep the arm. I start to flare my feet up, and my left leg goes wide. And we're going to get the finish there. So again, the good thing about this is if they don't defend the initial knee bar, just swing through for the knee bar. We can attack knee bars, heel hooks, everything from there. We're just getting on the leg. And again, if they do defend it, and it's a common defense because the best way is to keep my hips planted on the floor. So they're going to block the hip, they're going to block the head. That leads us to this reverse triangle. So again, we're starting in this position with a hook. I'm underhooking the knee. And again, if they don't defend, I'm letting my knee flip to the floor and I'm shooting up. But as I do this, they see it coming and they block the hip here. This stops me inverting. That grip will stop me inverting. Same with a block on the head here. That's gonna stop me coming up. But again, either of those grips are gonna lead us to the triangle here because we're gonna reach and grab the back of their elbow here. I grab and I cut my elbow tight. I extend my top leg up their arm and into the back of their head. Here, again, we're flaring the foot. The foot is coming towards the head and the knees pointing towards their body. Now if they're trying to posture up, it's gonna be more difficult. Again, if we didn't do that, we're here, they're gonna posture straight out of this. Once they posture, they rip their arm straight out and we lose this completely. So this top leg's flaring down the back of their neck. Then my bottom leg shoots through, and it shoots through and it maintains attachment the whole way. You can see it slides up the body and into the back of their armpit. And here, I'm pulling my right foot down and trying to lift my right knee up because we obviously want to pummel under. So we're really pushing down with the heel. We start to hook, and again, we're not hooking at the toes, we're aiming far, as high up as we can. I aim as far up, obviously I'm not going to reach the top of my knee, but the further I aim for, if I miss it, the further up the leg I'll end up anyway, right? So we throw it, and we've got the triangle here. Right? Most people are going to tap here, but again, there's a certain percentage that are going to be really tough to finish. So what we're going to do is start to flare the leg, and we squeeze. So again, when we squeeze, we pull this leg down. Another thing you notice, I don't let go of this arm at any point. If I wrap the legs and let go of the arm, they flare it, and it makes it hard to tap here. Very hard to finish. So keep this pulled in tight because it's pulling their shoulder into their neck. And we're going to get the finish there. So we've got two attacks there. We've got the knee bar and we've got the reverse triangle. So it's actually a very good attack because that defense is the most common defense. If I'm getting knee barred, I need to keep their hips on the floor. I can't let them roll over. And especially the case if they're going for heel hooks, definitely a much more devastating submission. are going to keep their hips on the floor at all costs, which in turn gives the opening for the reverse triangle.